Part 2, busted curb. Let's build the forms for the curb. I measured for length and cut the ends. The curb is about 6 inches high, so I'm using a 2x8. It has to be cut down to the right height and follow the shape of the slab it will be sitting on. I measured the height every 12 inches and connected the dots with a straight edge, used a circular saw to rip it down, and then checked the fit. I'm using my 2-foot level just as a straight edge to check the height of the form to make sure it follows the slope of the existing slab. To anchor the form board, I take a piece of 2x4, drill through it, and partially into the concrete with a 3/16 concrete bit. Remove the 2x4. Continue drilling the concrete no more than 2 inches deep and drive a wood wedge into the hole. Then fasten it with a 3-inch screw. Screw another piece of 2x4 to it and to the form board. Add a wood shim between the 2x4 and the form board to adjust if needed. When it's all assembled, it'll have a total of 4 braces for this 10-feet span of curb. The form was made and temporarily installed before installing the expansion material, rebar, and the plastic protective sheathing to avoid holes or ripping it. By simply removing the 4 screws holding it down to the slab, it comes out in one piece. Now I have room to install rebar in the center the length of the curb and secure it with tie wire. 2 crisscross tie wires are used, and the rebar coming out from the slab is cut so it's at least 1.5 inches away from the outside edge of the curb. I installed 1/2-inch expansion material and adhered it to the concrete with a rubberized adhesive. Now let's protect the area. I cover the area with plastic sheathing and duct tape up to the line where the curb begins and the surrounding areas, so if any concrete spills or seeps, and it always does, it won't get on the existing concrete and stain it. The form has been reinstalled. The concrete bonding agent has also been applied, as you'll notice the darker color on the concrete, and now we're ready to pour. For a small job like this, I'm mixing the concrete in a cement pan with a hoe. I'm mixing the concrete to the right consistency. In layers, I shovel it in, and with a 2x2, I spread it around, making sure it's getting into the small areas so there aren't voids. I'm also vibrating it with the 2x2 to get all the air out of it. Now just top off the little bit that's left. With a piece of 2x4 or 2x2, anything straight, screed the top curb. This removes the excess and also shows where the concrete is low, so you can add some. Once it's set up enough, use the edge trowel and round off the edges, then give it a slight broom finish on top. Now I'll have to wait just enough time for the concrete to be stiff enough to remove the front form in order to finish the face of the curb. Well, there it is, the finished product. So what do you think? Do you like it? Drop a comment and let me know.
Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, and comment.